Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set. Blue safety.
First carry now for Kyron Williams. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stops a yard short, gain of 9.
If that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Quick throw is caught. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Set. 20 hot. Yellow 20.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. No, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
180.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead right away. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Play action, Hurts has it. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Hey, 73.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Barkley gets it on third down. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. They pick the handoff now. Stafford. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Escapes out to the left. On the run, deep down the left side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Set. Blue 60.
They go with Williams on the counter. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Going left side, Williams with it. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the Eagles' 46-yard
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have second and pretty long here. He's got the hook up to WK Adams. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Rams first down. First down.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Stafford from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12.
Set. Blue 60. 22.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Rams take a second quarter lead. WK Adams, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, King. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
King, Bill King.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Complete. Oh, he loses the football. But it looked like an eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Trying on fourth down. Here's Hurts. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Williams now on first and 10. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. They've got a man in motion. Stafford. He puts some juice on a deep big gain downfield. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take a 13-point lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This ain't what you Project This ain't what you want.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10.
No, 180, 180. No,
I'll start this one out with Barkley. Space on the right, he's got room. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game in the first half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Going after it, added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. After the play officials calling for a stoppage here, we've got whistles, and it's for Kyron Williams. Looks like he is worse for the wear after that snap. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Now Stafford to throw. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it's third down now.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He finds Adams, complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's the 2-minute warning now from the lake. It's the Rams with a 1st and 10. Here's Jarquez Hunter getting his first look on the ground. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Hey! 250!
Draw play. This is Williams. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He beams one. Deep right side. Has it down close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal.
White.
Hunter has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Set! 280!
Hunter again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, LA. The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Blast through midfield. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down, on with Barkley. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this first and goal.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got Smith again. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Throwing here, Hurts. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. See if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Showing a little burst so far. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. High-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touch.
The quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie us up, 28 all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Quickly out to the right. Complete. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Tackle made by the rookie Andrew Makuba.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Hey, fly low! 180!
3rd and long for him here. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Giving this to Hunter. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip at a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
73! 73!
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's going to have this open across midfield, partner, to the 48. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. This one's caught. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st down, ball at the 36. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Play action. Hurts has it. Completed left side to Smith. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Great. Set.
Hurts setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. A lot of mess on the move here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up after hitting Pater in the 3rd. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game 35 apiece. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Sanford. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a 31-yard play, and it brings up an LA 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
10.
On the give, this is Hunter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Putting a receiver in motion. Stafford from the gun. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
Big 20. Ready. Blue 60.
Running left, it's Hunter. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. So through 3, we're still knotted up in what's been an absolute shootout. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the play fake, here's Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. He's got it downfield near the edge. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Barkley with the pistol give. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And they're going to be sent back to 11 after that play. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 11-yard line.
Hurts on 1st down. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. Has it down close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The drive starts with a carry by Hunter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Stafford. This is a heater going deep. Big gain downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On 1st down, Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Gonna run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Working quickly here. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Setting up, 2nd and goal.
Good. Set. I know you want it. No touch.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown! They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them. You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options. But ultimately, sometimes the execution of that pass doesn't work.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll run it with Hunter here from the pistol. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Stafford. Throw deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On first down, here's Hunter. He dodged the tackle, and it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. Defense burns a timeout.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Hunter. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams lead by 15 now.
Eagles 41.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He has to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Three straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Incomplete.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. He's down to a knee, and the Rams getting ready to celebrate this win. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They go to a knee as we get inside our final minute of play here. Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
line. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Smith brings in another one. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end.
That's good.
Here he goes, one final shot. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.